Okay, we're
Here
part
we are,
2.
14 hours later, and we're taking off the plastic. Oh, this hasn't risen nearly as much as it does. Interesting. We may need to go a little bit more with this time.
Okay, so we're going to put it back on, put the lid back on it. Is it rising?
Well, it hasn't risen nearly as much as it does, but I've done two things differently. This has 1 cup of the other flour.
Whole wheat.
And generally speaking, he uses a 16 to 18 hour rising time, so maybe that's the reason. Of course, it could be the environment too.
Do we want to go a little bit warmer in the oven, maybe?
Well, no, it's one of those things where it doesn't make any difference if you change the temperature necessarily. It has to do with the environment. So
Okay.
I think probably another little, maybe 2 more hours of rising time.
Okay. Do you want to show us what you're going to be doing with these things that are sitting around on the table here?
Well, we're going to take this out, and we're going to put it on this board, and we're going to fold it over on itself 3 times. And so what that does just allows it to gather, compact, take some of the moisture and move it out to the outside. It sits there for 20 minutes covered, just like this plastic and that over top. And then at that point we take it off this board and put it in this proofing basket, which is lined with, in this particular case we use wheat bran, that allows it to come out of this container when it's time to put it in our baking vessel. So we put this is sprayed with some sort of a spray oil. Usually I use olive oil spray. And then I have this little shaker which allows you to put just like that, allows you to put something on there which will release the bread, because it's still pretty sticky, pretty wet dough. And this, all it is wheat bran. So there it is, and it'll allow the bread dough to come out. So if we let this rise just a little bit longer, this should have probably pretty much doubled in size, and it hasn't. It's maybe gotten about maybe half as much as it should. And it's a bit more wet than normal, but there again it's got wheat flour, which I don't use very often as much. Anyway, we'll give it a couple more hours, and then at the point that it's there, then whatever it is we'll take it out and put it out. Pull it over itself, cover it up 20 minutes, take it out, put it in this proofing basket, cover it, and then in about 20 minutes after it's been in there, we'll start the oven. The oven goes to 500 degrees, then we'll take, once it reaches that temperature, it's pretty saturated inside there. This will, by the way, already be in the oven and will have been heated up, which bathes the bread in its own natural moisture, makes it crispy, crust on the outside, and then basically it'll, for 500 degrees, it'll be about 45 minutes, and then we'll remove the lid, turn the temperature down to 450, and it'll be another 15 minutes at 450, or until the color gets to be about what we think it should be. We'll also tap on it, we'll hear a hollow sound. The more hollow it is, the closer it is to finish. So that gives us, at this point, enough time to go to the movies and come back and do this later.
Okay.